Should I look into the camera?
第一次在餐厅见到 Sev 时，我用那种十分典型又刻板的认知，独自在心里琢磨着，长得这么帅，不是伪娘就是 gay。可聊着聊着，我发现眼前这个被我先入为主的帅小伙，好像并没有这么简单。他在对话时总是保持真诚的眼神，在恰当的时机又投以人温暖的微笑。于是，在互相见熟的前提下，我还是忍不住内心深处的好奇，问了那个问题
Are you gay?
I am gay, but not entirely.
Wait. What do you mean not entirely?
Well, I was born a woman.
我必须承认，这是我完全没设想过的选项。似乎是从我停滞的表情中看出了一些端倪 ，Sev 直接停了下来，揭开自己的上衣，向我展示了自己切除乳房之后的手术痕迹，并带着我此生永不会忘记的自信微笑对我说：“现在你相信了吧？”我们当即决定换个地方继续我们的对话。下面这段采访来自 Sev 第二天的回访，也是我们当晚对话的回顾。
Hi, I'm Sev. I'm 23 years old. I'm from England. I'm a student, but currently traveling in Thailand.
Okay. I have to commit that yesterday when I just met you, and I was totally shocked because you look like a very cute boy to me. I never expect you were like transgender until you're doing this. The first is getting to know your past, if you are okay with that. More importantly is getting to know what's your perspective toward the gender and self-identity, something like that, to help more people to, identity themselves. First question, when did you realize that something is wrong?
I would say probably about 20 years old.
20 years
I
old?
realized that I might not be a woman. As I told you yesterday, I spent most of my teenage years identifying as a lesbian woman, and I was very comfortable in that identity for a long time. But something happened to me, like during COVID. I guess we all had like a lot of time to reflect, right? Because we weren't doing anything with ourselves. We weren't going to school. We weren't going to work. We had a lot of time to sit at home and think about who we are. And I did a lot of my own thinking over that time, and I learned about what being non-binary is and what being transgender is. And I thought, wow, okay, like maybe this applies to me. This really resonates. And I started experimenting with changing my name, changing how I dress, taking hormones.
Yeah.
当 Sev 提到疫情让过去的他停下来思考什么是真正的自己时，我不禁回想起了那个总是抱怨疫情发生在关键节点，甚至影响了人生选择的我，那个总是擅长给自己罗列问题，又从不多想如何解决问题的我，还有那个连自我认知都不清晰，还妄图激流勇进的我。原来过去2年我痛苦的真正原因，并非他人和环境，而是自己。
Is there any specifically things that made you realize you have to do this now, like to be who you really are and start a new life, something like that?
Well, I can think of, maybe 2 things.
Okay.
The first one was moving to London and finding a community. So for the first time in my life, I was meeting like so many trans and queer young people, and I was making friends with them and learning so much about queer identity, in all of its variety, which made me realize things about myself that I didn't know before. I had a very bad breakup just before I transitioned, and I think that kind of kick-started the process of me wanting to reinvent myself. So maybe I already had suspicions that I might be trans, but when I ended that relationship, I just wanted a completely fresh start, and I thought, okay, maybe this is the time for me to take that leap and for me to transition.
Great.
性取向和性别认知依然属于敏感的问题，所以我也十分好奇 Sev 身边的人是如何看待这件事儿的。
At the beginning, when I first came out, it was not the best. So people around me weren't as supportive as maybe they could have been. My parents, for example, they didn't really understand what being trans was. So it took a long time for them to educate themselves and for me to educate them as much as I could. But it was a big responsibility, and I didn't want to have to do all of that work when I was struggling so much myself.
Yeah.
So for a while I didn't really have a relationship with my parents, because I was living in London anyway and they were living in Essex. We didn't see each other, we weren't really speaking, and my parents like withdrew all of their financial support for me, so it was quite difficult. But it got better over time. Like, they learned, we rebuilt our relationship, and now my parents are my biggest supporters.
What do you like the most about your life for now, after the whole transgender thing?
I would say just this sort of like newfound confidence in myself and my body that I have now since I transitioned. For as long as I can remember, I was so insecure and so shy, and I hated going outside, and I didn't really have that many friends because I was so uncomfortable in myself.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'm learning to love my body, and I love presenting the way that I do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just happy, or like getting.
视频进行到这儿，我相信大家一定都对 Sev 变性前后的样子有什么变化很感兴趣。Sev 还说自己以前的名字甚至土到不想告诉我。如今他还有他身边的人还有我们都产生了一种事情回到了他原本该有的样子这样的感觉。我和 Sev 一共相处了5天时间。某天我们在酒吧时与来自德国的3个朋友相遇，当晚我们相谈甚欢，于是几人约好第2天见面接着聊。值得一提的是，同行3人中有2位德国女孩，她们也是一对同性情侣，于是我们也了解一下她们的故事。
Yesterday, which is so weird for us to meet in that table, and yeah, we played a weird game, but we made a good team, right? The way you two being together makes me very jealous, but you guys gave me that feeling that you are close. So when I realize that you guys are a lesbian couple, I find it very sweet.
We technically know each other from university because we study together. I added her on Instagram.
No, I did.
You did add me on Instagram first. But I texted you first.
Yeah.
Right. And I just asked her right away if she wanted to meet up. Because it was COVID and I was so excited to, meet someone from university, actually in person.
Name one thing your favorites about each other. Start with Elena.
Her kindness, your kindness. You are just like the nicest person to everyone, and you make everyone feel included all the time.
席间，他们每次对视和打闹都无比自然。
Now your turn.
I had something really basic in mind, so I think I have to switch.
My eyes.
Your boobs. No. I really like it when you talk to other people because I feel like you know everything, and it's so weird because with every person you talk to, and then they say like the most random shit, and of course you know it or you know something about it, and I don't know how you can be that good at like doing small talk, and like then it's not even small talk anymore. It's crazy.
Okay, next question. Name one you hate the most about each other.
You tend to forget more than I do, and
Yes.
yeah, that's sometimes a little bit frustrating if you forget that we were supposed to meet.
But see, that's
Let me finish. I know
your criticism. Sometimes you're a bit impatient because you're so quick on your feet and always remember everything. It's kind of hard for you to understand that other people, just work a bit slower.
Okay, no, but that was a different situation. I was in pain. Maybe you can see it.
Yeah. She bumped her head, and it sounded bad, but
it was
bad.
I
I was like, what can I do? How can
But
I help? I was being nice, right?
But you were so
and then
slow.
she just starts hurting, and she just started yelling at me, "Get me something cold!"
And then she gave me this warm thing. I was like, I need something cold, and we had something cold in the trash. I know it was in the trash, so I know
Becky,
maybe
we're in Thailand. Thailand everything's gonna be warm.
No, I found
And I'm
something
not gonna-
cold in the trash.
In the trash.
Yeah, but like it was a kind of clean trash, so it was fine.
Sev 离开那天，我们一起去吃了个早午饭。和他在一块儿时，整个人真的会感觉很舒服。Sev 身上有着女性的敏锐和温柔，也有男性的决断和飒爽，而这完全就是对我刻板印象的整个颠覆。和他们相处的这几天，我思考了很多。在清迈之外，泰国之外，整个世界都有着形形色色的人。我们有时难免用国籍、肤色，甚至取向等各种标签将人区分，一边担忧着，又抱怨着，甚至害怕着一切自己不了解的人和事，却往往忽视了解决问题的重要途径——交流。人和方能精进，这是我这几天从这些新朋友身上学到的新道理。框架之外，往往也藏着另一个大千世界。
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, whoa, she's running out again. She's run, 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 run. Run. Whatever makes you happy.